Hey there, fans. Welcome to another toy news update. Let's go ahead and kick things off, and we're going to go ahead and tackle the elephant that's in the room. Hasbro's basically increasing their prices. From what I understand, this is a second increase within a relatively short amount of time. And I don't know what's going on, guys. I mean, we can speculate all we want, but I do know this is that prices are going up on a lot of things. Me personally, my expenses of gasoline has gone up double than what I was spending back in 2020 and before that. And food is almost double as well. I was spending anywhere from $90 to $120 a week, and it's now closer to 150 to almost 200 a week. So prices are going up like crazy, and it's just it's sad. It's discouraging, but just wanted to let you guys know, and more than likely this is going to affect not only Transformers but Star Wars, Marvel Legends, and pretty much almost anything else that Hasbro has within their sites. So just beware and manage your finances accordingly. Let's get into it. On Friday, Hasbro had the Pulse Fan First Friday. Hit us off with a number of different updates regarding the action figures on the Transformer side. We had a panel that gave us some pretty good information. So I'm not going to cover everything on here, but I am going to cover some of the cooler parts. First thing we'll talk about is the some type of VR video game. I kind of joined late into, or once it had already started, but they had something playing in the background, some type of screen with the video game. I don't know if that was a demo or sample, or if it was something else, but either which way, I'm willing to give it a shot. Looking forward to seeing what it is, and I think it'll be a cool idea if it's done appropriately. I think with games such as Injustice Gods, it's really important how story plays into a factor of a good video game. So I would highly recommend that they do a really good story to tie this in and kind of make it pop. So moving on forward, we're going to go ahead and one of the action figures that they talked about and they released images of was the Bumblebee movie version of RC. Looks like a really nice figure. I really like this figure. The design of it is unique. It looks Cybertronian, and it still keeps that G1 aspect of things. I really like the figure. I'm actually going to definitely pick this one up. Looking forward to it. So really cool. The next one that they revealed was Ironhide, and basically a recolor of Ratchet, and we knew they were going to go with that, right? Usually their models are for Ratchet, they'll do an Ironhide, or if they got an Ironhide, they'll do a Ratchet off of. Same thing with the Seekers. And, the mold fits pretty good. I don't know what type of a Cybertronian truck this is, but he looks pretty built. He looks pretty diesel. So I like it. Next one is going to be the Cyberverse Bumblebee, or the Cybertronian Bumblebee of the Bumblebee movie. This figure came out before, but I think with a different head sculpt. It had, I think, his battle mask on. So this one has an open face. So not going to pick this one up. I really like the other one. And I really didn't even pick that one up because I wasn't sure if I was going to get into these action figures or not, but I may. Next one that they're going to go ahead and get into is the 1986 movie, action figures. This guy is a Junkion, and it looks like a retool of Wreck-Gar. Pretty cool looking character. I'm curious to see if they can ride each other, because in the 1986 movie, that's exactly what they did. When you knock one down, the other one, the one that was riding the motorcycle, would transform into the new motorcycle, and then the motorcycle would get up and ride the other one. So it was really cool, display of their teamwork ability. So if you guys got a Wreck-Gar, you'll probably want to pick up this guy. Next one is one of some of my personal favorite teams is the Dinobots, and looks like they've got Autobot Sludge to join in the other Dinobots that have been previously released. Looks like a pretty cool action figure. It looks like a good figure to add to the collection. I haven't gotten any of those just because I had one of the third-party ones. I think it was Fans Project, or no, yeah, it might have been Fans Project Dinobots. So I'm pretty good with those Dinobots. But yeah, these look really good. Next reveal that they did was Cliff Jumper, a little bit more accurate, again, to the cartoon 1986 movie. Looks like they had, some painted windows on this. looks pretty good. Looks like a very classic look to it. So he looks good. I think that if you want to recreate any of the scenes from the 1986 movie, you're definitely getting your fill in, because you'll be able to do that pretty soon. Next one is Cup. Again, based off of the cartoon, 1986 movie cartoon. Looks really good. Looks really accurate to back then, man. It's really impressive to see how action figures have come such a long way since then. Keep in mind that I grew up in the 80s, so the figures back then were so blocky. They didn't have the articulation. We were so limited. So these figures are really nice. I really like them. Next, what they did show off was a slew of Beast Wars characters. It looks like they repainted Scorponok to do a sandstorm. They repainted Cheetor to do, I don't know if he was, I don't remember what this character's name is, Night Stalker or Prowler, something like that. I don't really quite remember. And then they have a repaint of Waspinator into Buzzsaw. So pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of repaints, but if you are, I do understand that they have new head molds. So if that's your thing, you know, hey, that's awesome. More figures to the collection, right? Next, they showed the RED Ultra Magnus and Knockout, which I am excited to get Knockout. I'm pretty much excited to get anything that's Prime related. So Knockout is a cool character. I should be getting him pretty soon. He did go up for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse, from what I understand. So I'm hoping to get it sooner than later. One thing that they did show in one of their images, which I have right now, is some type of a drill coming out, like a huge drill coming out of his hand. I don't remember that in the cartoon show at all. And my one issue with these figures is how they lack certain detail in the accessories. Like in RC's case, there was no color to her blades. The sparks were gray. The blasters were all solid gray, and here we have the same thing. There's really limited detail on the accessories, which is a shame. So if that's my one recommendation, or my one critique about this series, is that they really don't seem to have a lot of detail into the accessories as far as colors go. Next, let's get into some third-party action figures. We've got here Dr. Wu. He's got some really, they look like small, like almost like Micro Machine action figures, right? Series of Seekers. We've got what would be Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's Dark Sky, Blue Thunder, and Starfear. So pretty cool. I don't know if anybody has these. If you do, let me know what you think about them. I may pick these up. Be pretty cool. Another couple of action figures that Dr. Wu set up would be Blaster, Sea Spray, and oh my gosh, Power Glide. I almost forgot his name there. But their actual names for the sale would be Soundmaster, Sky Glider, and Spray Drift. So again, looking pretty cool. Really like these. They're small. They look small. Again, they look like Micro Machine, or maybe like the size of the like maybe some Legos, like Mega Block Call of Duty size action figures, right? Something around that nature. Let me know if you guys have any of these. What's the quality like? If you picked any of them up, do you like them? Do you recommend them? How's you know, how does it look? They look pretty simplistic as far as the transformation, but that's a good thing, right? So guys, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate it. Look for a project update on our Transformers Prime Galvatron movie coming out this week. I'll be recording that hopefully by Wednesday, but I'm a little bit under the weather, if you can hear it in my voice. So I'll try and get that out to you guys as soon as possible. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Peace out.